Language. We use it every day, effortlessly weaving words into sentences, thoughts, and ideas. But have you ever stopped to consider the sheer power these words hold? How the simple act of speaking can transport complex thoughts from one mind to another? This intricate process, happening in a fraction of a second, is the foundation of human communication. It's through language that we pass down knowledge from generation to generation, ensuring the survival and evolution of our species. From ancient cave paintings to modern-day scientific journals, language has been instrumental in recording and transmitting human knowledge. Imagine this. You're sitting with a friend, enjoying a cup of coffee. Suddenly they turn to you and say, "Picture a giant squid, wearing a monocle, riding a unicycle across the moonlit sky." This whimsical image pops into your mind, conjured from thin air by the power of language. This ability to share not just information but also imagination and abstract concepts is a testament to the extraordinary power of human language. The words we use, the grammar we employ, all influence how we perceive and interpret reality. Across the globe, thousands of languages, each with its unique nuances and structures, paint diverse pictures of the human experience. This linguistic diversity offers a fascinating lens through which we can explore the intricate relationship between language and thought. Consider the intricate dance of human language. Each language, a symphony of sounds, possesses its unique melody and rhythm. From the guttural clicks of the Hausa language to the lilting tones of Mandarin Chinese, the sheer diversity of human sound production is a marvel in itself. Like musical notes arranged on a scale, phonemes, the smallest units of sound in a language, combine to form words, phrases, and ultimately, entire systems of meaning. This ability to create and manipulate complex systems of sound for communication is a testament to the ingenuity of the human mind. We master the art of humor, sarcasm, and metaphor, adding layers of complexity and depth to our communication. The human capacity for language is not merely about conveying basic information. It's about sharing the rich tapestry of our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and aspirations. Through language, we can transcend the limitations of our immediate reality. We can travel back in time, reliving historical events or recounting ancestral tales. Language also allows us to grapple with abstract concepts, to ponder the mysteries of the universe and the complexities of human existence. This ability to engage in abstract thought, to reason, and to contemplate is at the heart of what makes us human. With approximately 7,000 languages spoken across the globe, the diversity of human thought is astounding. Each language, like a unique window into the human mind, offers a different perspective on the world, shaping its speakers' perceptions of time, space, color, and even causality. These differences in language structure highlight the incredible plasticity of the human brain, its ability to adapt and mold itself to the specific demands of its environment. They challenge the notion of a universal human cognition, suggesting that our very thoughts are influenced by the language we speak. Each language represents a unique way of life, a distinct way of understanding and interacting with the world. Preserving this diversity becomes crucial, not just for the sake of cultural heritage, but also for the invaluable insights it provides into the human mind. Imagine a world where everyone spoke the same language. At first glance, it might seem like a utopia, a world without misunderstandings, a global community united by a single tongue. But upon closer examination, this linguistic homogeneity reveals a stark absence. The absence of diversity, of unique perspectives, of the very essence of what makes us human. Thankfully, our world is a vibrant tapestry of languages, each thread representing a distinct culture, history, and way of life. Each language, a testament to human ingenuity, offers a unique window into the mind, revealing how different cultures carve up the world, categorize their experiences, and make sense of their surroundings. It's in these subtle differences, these linguistic nuances, that we begin to grasp the profound influence language exerts on our minds. Consider, for a moment, the concept of time. For English speakers, time is often visualized as a linear progression, with the past behind us and the future ahead. However, for the Aymara people of the Andes, the past lies ahead, in clear view, while the future remains behind, shrouded in uncertainty. This example highlights how language goes beyond simply labeling pre-existing concepts. It actively shapes our understanding of those concepts. The grammatical structures, the subtle ways in which words relate to each other, all contribute to shaping our mental models of the world. Their language, in essence, has endowed them with a cognitive compass, shaping their perception of the world in a profoundly different way. The nuances of language extend far beyond time and space. Consider the seemingly simple act of describing color. While English boasts a relatively rich color vocabulary, the Himba people of Namibia have fewer terms for color, particularly in the blue-green spectrum. Interestingly, this difference in color terminology translates to a difference in color perception. Himba speakers are less susceptible to the optical illusion known as the Ebbinghaus illusion, where the perceived size of a circle is influenced by the size of surrounding circles. This suggests that their language, with its less differentiated color vocabulary, allows them to perceive color relationships more objectively. Let's journey to the very edge of Australia, where the Kuuk Thaayorre people, an Aboriginal community in Pormpuraaw, reside. Their language offers a captivating glimpse into how profoundly language can shape our cognitive maps. Unlike English speakers who rely on egocentric terms like left and right, the Kuuk Thaayorre navigate their world using cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. This constant engagement with cardinal directions has a remarkable effect on the Kuuk Thaayorre's spatial cognition. They possess an almost superhuman ability to stay oriented, even in unfamiliar environments. The Kuuk Thaayorre demonstrate that with the right linguistic tools, the human mind can achieve extraordinary feats of spatial awareness. Time, that elusive concept that governs our lives, is also subject to the shaping forces of language. For English speakers, time often unfolds in a linear fashion, from left to right, mirroring our writing system. However, the Kuuk Thaayorre offer a strikingly different perspective. Their language doesn't tether time to the individual's body but rather anchors it to the immutable landscape. This difference in temporal perception highlights the profound influence of language on our cognitive frameworks. The Kuuk Thaayorre's example reminds us that our understanding of even the most fundamental aspects of existence, like time, is not a universal given but rather a product of our linguistic and cultural upbringing. The ability to count, to grasp the concept of exact numerical quantities, might seem like an inherent human trait. However, a closer look at the world's languages reveals that even this seemingly fundamental cognitive skill is influenced by the linguistic tools at our disposal. While English and many other languages have dedicated words for specific numbers, allowing us to count indefinitely, some languages, like Piraha, rely on a limited set of numerical terms, often distinguishing only between 1, 2, and many. This difference in numerical vocabulary has profound implications for mathematical thinking. The absence of exact number words doesn't necessarily imply an inability to perceive differences in quantity. However, it does suggest that language provides a crucial scaffold for developing a sophisticated understanding of numerical concepts. Section 4. Painting the world with words, color, gender, and linguistic relativity. Language's influence extends beyond the realms of space, time, and numbers, seeping into our perception of color, our attribution of gender to inanimate objects, and even our memories of events. These subtle yet pervasive linguistic effects provide further evidence of what's known as linguistic relativity, the idea that the language we speak shapes the way we think. Consider the way we categorize colors. While English speakers readily distinguish between blue and green, the Himba people of Namibia have a single term that encompasses both hues. This difference in color terminology translates to a difference in color perception. Similarly, grammatical gender, a feature present in many languages but absent in English, can influence how we perceive and interact with the world around us. For example, in Spanish the word bridge is grammatically feminine, el puente, while in German it's masculine, die Brücke. Studies have shown that Spanish speakers are more likely to describe bridges using masculine terms like strong and sturdy, while German speakers opt for feminine attributes like elegant and beautiful. Even our memories of events are not immune to the shaping forces of language. Languages differ in how they describe accidental events. In English, we might say, "He broke the vase," even if it was an accident. In contrast, Spanish speakers would use a different construction, emphasizing the unintentional nature of the event. This difference in linguistic framing has been shown to influence eyewitness testimony. English speakers are more likely to remember who performed an action, even if it was accidental, while Spanish speakers are more likely to remember the intention behind the action. These examples, ranging from color perception to grammatical gender to eyewitness memory, paint a compelling picture of language's pervasive influence on our thoughts, perceptions, and even our memories. They highlight the remarkable plasticity of the human mind, its ability to adapt to the specific demands of its linguistic environment. Section 1. Language's role in shaping memory and testimony. The subtle ways in which language shapes our thinking have profound consequences, reaching far beyond academic curiosity. One area where these consequences are particularly stark is in the realm of memory and eyewitness testimony. As we've seen with the example of accidental events in English and Spanish, the language we speak can influence what we remember about an event and how we interpret it. Imagine a hit-and-run accident. Two witnesses, one an English speaker and the other a Spanish speaker, observed the same event. The English speaker, accustomed to assigning agency even in accidental situations, might be more likely to remember the driver's face, the make and model of the car, details that imply intentionality. The Spanish speaker, on the other hand, might be more attuned to the environmental factors, the slippery road, the poorly lit intersection, details that speak to the unintentional nature of the event. When asked to recall the event, their testimonies might differ significantly, not because they observed different things, but because their languages led them to focus on different aspects of the same event. These subtle linguistic influences have far-reaching implications for legal proceedings, where eyewitness testimony can carry significant weight. Understanding how language shapes memory is crucial for lawyers, judges, and jurors alike, as it highlights the potential for unconscious bias in recalling and interpreting events. The weight of words, blame, punishment, and linguistic nudges. Beyond simply shaping our memories, language can also influence our judgments about blame and punishment, subtly nudging us towards harsher or more lenient views, depending on the linguistic framing of an event. Recall the example of the broken vase. When presented with the sentence, "He broke the vase," English speakers are more likely to attribute blame to the individual, even if the context clearly indicates an accident. The active voice construction, with its emphasis on the agent, implicitly suggests intentionality. However, if the same event is described with the sentence, "The vase broke," the focus shifts away from the individual and towards the object itself. This subtle linguistic shift can lead to more lenient judgments of blame and punishment, as the event is perceived as less a result of deliberate action and more a consequence of circumstance. This understanding of how language can sway our judgments has practical implications for everything from parenting to policymaking. By being mindful of the language we use, we can create environments that foster understanding and encourage rehabilitation over retribution. Embracing linguistic diversity, a path to cognitive enrichment. The realization that language exerts such a powerful influence on our thinking might lead some to lament the diversity of tongues, viewing it as a source of misunderstanding and conflict. However, linguistic diversity is not a curse but rather a testament to the extraordinary adaptability and resilience of the human mind. Each language, with its unique structure and nuances, offers a different perspective on the world, a different way of carving up reality and making sense of our experiences. This diversity of thought, far from being a hindrance, is a source of immense cognitive enrichment. By learning new languages, immersing ourselves in different linguistic landscapes, we open ourselves up to new ways of thinking and problem-solving. We develop a greater understanding of our own cognitive biases and learn to appreciate the multitude of perspectives that color the human experience. Moreover, preserving endangered languages is not just about safeguarding cultural heritage, it's about protecting a wealth of cognitive diversity. Each language lost represents a unique way of thinking, a unique set of mental tools, gone forever. By embracing linguistic diversity, we not only celebrate the richness of human culture, but also ensure a future where a multitude of perspectives can flourish. enriching our understanding of the world and ourselves. A disappearing worldview. The diversity of human language is not just a matter of academic curiosity, it is a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of the human mind. Each language, a product of centuries of cultural evolution, embodies a unique way of perceiving and interacting with the world. Yet this rich tapestry of linguistic diversity is facing an unprecedented crisis. Linguists estimate that one language dies out every 2 weeks, taking with it a wealth of cultural knowledge and a unique perspective on the world. The forces driving this linguistic extinction are complex and multifaceted, ranging from globalization and urbanization to the dominance of a few major languages in education and media. As languages disappear, so too do the cultural identities and traditional knowledge systems they embody. Indigenous communities, often the custodians of languages facing extinction, lose not only a vital part of their heritage but also a unique way of understanding their environment, their history, and their place in the cosmos. The loss of a language is not merely a loss of words, it is a loss of a worldview, a way of thinking, a way of being. It is a loss for the community that spoke the language, a loss for humanity as a whole, and a loss for the future of understanding the full potential of the human mind. Broadening our understanding. The current state of cognitive science is somewhat limited. Most of our knowledge of the human mind is based on studies of a very specific demographic American English-speaking undergraduate students. While this group has provided valuable insights, it represents a tiny fraction of the global population and a limited range of linguistic and cultural experiences. To truly understand the full potential of the human mind, we must broaden our research horizons to encompass the incredible diversity of human languages. Studying speakers of different languages, particularly those whose languages are endangered, offers a unique opportunity to uncover the interplay between language, culture, and cognition. By exploring how different languages shape our perception of time, space, color, and causality, we can gain a deeper understanding of the flexibility and adaptability of the human brain. We can challenge our own cognitive biases, uncover hidden assumptions embedded in our own languages, and develop a more nuanced appreciation for the multitude of ways in which humans perceive and interact with the world. Moreover, studying linguistic diversity can provide valuable insights into fields ranging from education and artificial intelligence to cross-cultural communication and conflict resolution. By understanding how language shapes our thinking, we can develop more effective teaching methods, design more sophisticated AI systems, and foster greater empathy and understanding across cultures. The language we craft. The journey through the world's languages reveals a profound truth. Our minds are not monolithic entities, bound by a single way of thinking. Instead, they are remarkably adaptable, shaped and molded by the languages we speak. The way we perceive time, space, and even the simplest of actions is influenced by the subtle nuances of our native tongues. Consider this: your thoughts, your memories, your very understanding of the world are all deeply intertwined with the language you use every day. This realization is both empowering and humbling. It empowers us to question our assumptions, to recognize that our way of seeing the world is not the only way, and that other equally valid perspectives exist. It humbles us by reminding us that we are not just passive recipients of language, but active participants in shaping its evolution, and, in turn, shaping the evolution of our own minds. As we've explored the incredible diversity of human languages, we've encountered cultures that navigate by cardinal directions, perceive time as anchored to the landscape, and categorize colors in ways that challenge our own visual experiences. These encounters offer more than just interesting anecdotes. They provide a glimpse into the vast potential of the human mind, a mind capable of constructing a multitude of realities through the power of language. The implications of this realization extend far beyond the realm of linguistics. By understanding how language shapes our thinking, we can become more aware of our own cognitive biases, more empathetic towards those who speak different languages, and more effective communicators in an increasingly interconnected world. The language we speak is not simply a tool for communication, it is a tool for shaping our thoughts, our perceptions, and ultimately, our shared human experience. Let's use it wisely, and in doing so, craft a world where diversity of thought is not just tolerated, but celebrated.